to HAIRMONIA. This is Mihaela Terrano, the heart behind Mimi Hairstyle, Mimi's Passion from Basildon, and this podcast, HAIRMONIA. In episodes, I'm reconnecting with the incredible Mandy Noble, who bravely shared her breast cancer journey with us in a previous episode. This time we go beyond survival to rebirth, into the rebirth. This episode, it's a conversation about purpose, perspective, and priorities. Welcome, Mandy.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here every time.
Thank you for inviting me back.
Right, looking back on our previous episode, how has your relationship with your body changed since your recovery?
So now I'm more aware of my own body. I listen to what my body tells me. If I've done too much, time to relax and slow down. I think that's very, very important. Yeah.
What was one unexpected lesson the cancer taught you about life or about yourself?
To be grateful for the small things, the everyday things that you would just automatically not even think about. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Would you like to tell us your new role at Slimming World? What it's all about?
So, I am going to be a Slimming Well consultant, and I'm going to have the opportunity to help people become the best versions of themselves, help them feel confident. I will be supporting them. Really looking forward. Bit scared, but more excited. If I can make a difference, then that's what it's all about.
I understand that is the point that you said yes. That convinced you to say yes to that.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's a great opportunity, and good luck with that.
Thank you.
And I'm 100% sure, million% sure that you're going to do a great work into that.
Thank you.
How does supporting others in their journeys, well-being journeys, would make you feel, especially because you go through to your own experience? So how that makes you feel, because you can give that support to others now?
Yeah, I find that giving something back seems to make the difference. I think about the support I had and the gaps that there maybe were, support networks that maybe weren't quite available, and I think that's really important. And obviously, if you've been through it yourself, you can really empathise. You can completely, understand.
It's true. If you could whisper one single piece of advice to the woman or people in general that going through a hard time, what that would be?
Take time for yourself.
Right.
Yeah, look after yourself. You are the most important. If you're not happy, you're not well, then you can't support your family or your friends.
It's true. It's true. So that's a very, very great advice to everyone that's going through some bad times. But do you think there is something that people should do or make them believe when they go through bad time? Because when you are in a bad time, bad period of your life, it's a little bit hard to self-center yourself, to understand or to do things from that stage of being. Yeah. So how do you find it, or what would you encourage? Or
to take time out for yourself. I did a lot of reading. It's not about being lazy or feeling as if you're not being productive.
Yeah.
You need to listen to your body and your mind. Very important.
Oh, that's lovely. Just this morning I've seen on social media someone describing a situation, and then he ended asking, like, what would you do in this situation? How would you manage this situation? And I didn't have to think too much, and I thought, like, I have to connect to the nature in order to reconnect to myself.
Yeah.
So then I was like, yeah, I think that's what we need really. Because if you connect, for example, I love walking in a park or just walking in the nature to reconnect, to connect first with the nature and then find a way to reconnect with myself.
Yeah.
Because if I'm agitated in a city or in, I don't know, in a restaurant, in the shop or something, I cannot connect to myself.
Yeah.
Because that's not there the space I need for me.
Yeah.
The space you talk
Yeah.
about.
I understand.
I believe. Yeah. Is that for you as well?
Yeah.
Oh, I
definitely,
love this. Right, that's beautiful. Tell me more about the slimming world. What is going to be? Where is going to happen? Because I am so excited and I can't wait to.
So I will
be
be launching my first group on Thursday the 29th of May at 7 o'clock at the James Hornsby School in London. It's a brand new venue and I'm really excited and hoping I can meet lots of wonderful people and help them on their journey to become the best version of themselves. I truly think that I will find it really rewarding, knowing that I've hopefully made a difference to people and that they can feel good about themselves, and that's what it's all about.
What's your role in this?
So I'm actually a Slimming Well consultant.
Right, so how do you
So
help people?
So yeah, people come to my group at 7 o'clock and we look at food optimizing. Basically that you're eating the right foods and more of the right foods and less of the not so naughty foods.
Right, I see.
And also about exercise, and that doesn't matter, you don't have to go run a marathon, but just movement in general goes hand in hand with what you're eating.
Yeah.
And obviously both those things are really good for the mind, for mental health, and yes, it's more than just losing weight. It's the whole thing. It's the whole
Because the camera
That's what I'm
is
thinking,
like
I know.
low on us.
that's it's all about it's a whole package. Yeah.
Right. Okay, that sounds great. That sounds exciting. I can't wait to come for your first like launching really. And yeah, can't wait. I've got a little game for you. It's called Then and Now. So you've got on the ticket then, and you have to reply to it now. So how it used to be and how it's now.
Okay.
Let's get started.
So then I was afraid of change.
Ooh.
And anyone that knows me, yeah, I just kind of think if it's not broken, you don't need to fix it. But now I welcome change as it's growth in disguise, and we need to. The world's forever changing, and we need to learn to adapt and change with it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can keep it. So that's my turn. We're taking turns with that. I believe rest was lazy. Yes, I did actually believe that rest is lazy. So I thought I have to roll to do things in order to feel productive.
Yeah.
So I thought if I'm staying or I'm not doing something, I'm not productive and I'm just lazy and I'm not doing things.
Yeah.
But now I see rest as essential for health and strength. So yeah, I don't believe that now anymore.
No.
Which is great. Your turn.
Okay. So then I thought beauty was how I looked. Now I know beauty is how I feel and how I live. So beauty comes from within.
Definitely. I love that. Let's see, surprise. I measured success by achievement. Yes, I did actually, because I looked around and I didn't have the courage to start my own business, to do things in life, to progress, because I thought you need to be like really well trained, like to be in school, to be doing like a lot of years in university and a lot of like courses and things to be someone successful. Yeah, so measuring success by achievement is part true, part not true, because success can mean for some people earning a lot of money. Success for me now, it means to have the freedom, to have the freedom to choose when, what, who, what. For me, success means to enjoy and be free in what I'm doing, and to do what I like, not what I need to, because I have to. There are certain things in life that you have to, but I think if I measure, what if you achieve thing, you kind of ended up not being happy and free.
Right. Probably burn out.
For me, yes, definitely, 100%, 100% sure. So I prefer not to achieve titles, even in hairdressing, even in any aspect of my life, to be on top, just to achieve, because I feel like I'm losing the essential and the essence of life, and freedom and love is fine. Yeah, see you next.
So then I would put myself last. Now I honour myself so I can give love and support to my family and my friends. If I'm exhausted, then
You can really
I can't
be
look after
much,
them.
and
I can't give to them. So it's important that I am kind and to myself.
yeah, that's important. It's so much me. I chased perfection. I did, but now not anymore. I embrace being real, not perfect. When I decided I want a salon for me, or I want this podcast, for instance, I thought I have to be perfect. So I delayed, and I said, no, I'm not good at this. I'm not good enough, and I'm not perfect, and I don't have this, and I don't have that, and I don't know how to do this, and I don't know how to do that. But getting back on my first episode, actually, I remember looking at the episode. I filmed it, and it goes like 6 or 7 months, or even more. And I was like, I don't like this, I don't like my voice, I don't like this, I don't like that. So I keep battling myself, saying like I have to be perfect in order to be liked, or someone to appreciate my work. But the moment I understand that the perfection is not what I need, and is not something that would put me in a place, in a good place, then I said, I look good. I do good. My intention, you know, what's my intention behind these videos, or well, I don't know, dressed, or because I never really been like very fashion, and I always thought like, oh, I don't know how to dress myself, or I don't know how to talk this or that, or I don't know how to do videos. But then I understand that chasing perfection, it won't lead me anywhere. So I stopped that. I embrace being real but not perfect.
That's it, absolutely.
Which brought me today to my third episode here with you, and to many more. Your turn again.
So then I ignored the small sign from my body, and that's how it all started for me. Just thought that I was going through hormonal changes. So I can honestly say that you need to check your body. You need to listen and understand your own body, because no one else will understand it like you do. And just ignoring things, they're not going to go away. At the end of the day, you can save your life. So that was a massive learning curve for me.
Right. And I think we all do ignore things and say, oh, I'm tired.
Busy.
I'm too busy for this or for that. But it's good that we learn through this. Oh, then I worried about what others thought I did, yeah, I did, and I think we mostly do this. It's natural to think like, okay, I'm doing this episode. Would anyone watch it or like it, or even in my job in a salon, and I'm like, oh, because some clients are not expressing their feelings or how they feel about a haircut or hair color, and you feel like, oh, what do they think? Do they like it? Do they not like it? Or am I good in this or not? Or with the small mistakes you do or things that doesn't turn out the way you expect or you want, and you feel like, oh, is it something good or something bad, or you know, you don't feel confident enough to think this way. And I think it's natural for everyone to think what other things really. But now I do care more about how I feel in my skin and how that thing that I'm doing makes me feel, and not how others sees, because it's hard to change the perception. Well, in the salon, it's important to put the client first, because it's important how they feel about their hair. So in this field, yes, is there, the mirror is over there, it's for them, it's not for me how I feel, because I may feel okay with your hair, you know, but if that doesn't make you feel right, I'm not going to be like in my ego and say like, I like it, I don't care if she doesn't like or not, you know. It's not about this. So in the salon is about more about the client, but in real life for me, I stopped trying to change perception. I mean, take me as I am.
Yeah.
And if you don't resonate with me, then it's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. You don't have to like me, you know?
Yeah.
But speaking of the private life, not in the salon obviously, I care more about how I feel, not how they think about what they think about me, which, is a great step for me in life.
Yeah, it's a big step. So then I used to keep paying private. I just think, doesn't matter, it's okay, it'll go away. But now I think I have the empathy, and I can offer support and speak the truth to help others. And that's so important, that you can be also approachable. And I think that's one of the reasons why several of my friends and family said I would be a really good swimming well consultant, because I do actually care about people, and that people like to come and talk to me, that you are approachable, and that is a huge part of that role. So I'm really excited to go on that journey.
Me too. And I know the things about you, and I encourage you to go further with it, because it's just something that fits very well to you.
It's a good fit,
And I'm sure you'll do brilliant in there. Right, the last one, my turn. Then I fill my calendar to feel productive. Right. I used to run around to do things, because I felt like if I'm not doing something, I'm not productive. But it turns out in burnout. It turned out in non-fulfillment. Like I didn't feel like if I do things, I constantly do something, and I fill my calendar with going there, doing this, being a friend. Now I feel like I reduce those activities, and I appreciate the time, and I consider it like more sacred, if you want. So I feel okay to have my time off. I feel okay not to go somewhere to see someone. I feel okay not to feel the time with things, unnecessarily thing, you know.
It's okay to say no and turn things down.
Yeah. Without feeling guilty. Because I used to feel like, oh, if I'm saying no to this, or I'm not doing that, or I used to think those sort of.
Exactly the same.
Like I have to, but I don't. I don't have to.
It's not always about pleasing other people. It's you need to please yourself.
Do you really want this? Do you really need this? what makes you want this? Do you really actually feel that?
Mhm.
And I was like, I didn't understand at that point, but then in time I understood what he
Mhm.
meant.
Yeah.
Like, do you really need, or do you really? So yeah, I stopped feeling that space, the
Yeah.
sacred space, with unnecessary thing for people, because as much as I feel, as less time as I had to understand myself, to see myself, to
Yeah.
appreciate myself, and to stay with me.
Mhm.
So yeah, so now I don't feel my calendar anymore.
Mhm.
I just enjoy sitting in the sun, talking with no
Yeah,
one.
That's it. It's all about
Yeah,
enjoyment.
and protecting really my time, because I understood how important it is to protect yourself and your energy and your space and your things. Oh, I love this. Thank you so much, Mandy, for
Thank
today.
you.
I'm really grateful for this episode again. Looking forward to our next one. Um, is there anything else you would like to tell to the women that go through a bad time, or they need more support, or mm, how they feel about changes and stuff?
Yeah. I can't say enough. It's so important to check yourself. That's
Yeah,
not just for women,
yeah,
but men as well.
yeah.
And there's a great charity organisation called Copperfield, and they particularly support younger people that get cancer, because I think a lot of people think, oh, it's just older people.
No,
Unfortunately, it's
anymore.
not.
Not
So
anymore.
if you subscribe online, they send you an alert on the first of the month to check yourself,
Oh,
which
that's
is
lovely.
such a small thing, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
genius. Because we all get caught up in everything else, don't we? But you know, only takes minutes to do that. So
Yeah.
I think that's fantastic.
Is there any specific charity or organization that you used to check for information, or how do they look? How do they?
Yeah, so that was Copperfield,
Mhm.
and also there are Breast Cancer Now. There are some really good charities out there trying to raise awareness, and I think initially it's about knowing where to go. It's just you think, oh, you know,
Because you don't know. I mean, people don't know about.
no,
Nobody really wants to
You-
read about it.
no, and you don't know where to go until you're in that situation,
It's true.
and there definitely could never be enough support out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know, I just think it's amazing, and you'll probably notice we're wearing pink today,
Yes, yeah. What do you think?
and that's
I've got pink flower
Yeah,
here. Kel's Flower
beautiful.
support us with this beautiful arrangement. We will love it to support breast cancer. So it's really lovely. You can find Kel's Flower in Basildon Market as well. In Basildon. So yeah, we are wearing pink in support of all
Yeah.
the breast cancer community. Yeah, and you suits you very well, pink.
Thank you. I never used to wear colour, but I think like with lots of things, your mind opens up and you're open to change.
Yeah, speaking of changes, yeah, it makes you. I used to wear a lot of black as well
Me
because
too.
I used to work in uniform, black
Yeah.
uniform, and then
Mhm.
speaking about changes, when I opened my salon, I said, "Oh yes, finally I can wear colorful
Yeah.
things because I don't have to, you
Mhm.
know."
Mhm.
So yeah, let's embrace this and let's enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming,
Thank you.
Mandy. Please follow us on Facebook, Mimi Hairstyle, Mimi's Passion on Facebook, M Hair Passion on Instagram, and M Hair Passion on YouTube. Subscribe there, leave a comment, support us and support my podcast by sharing, liking, and showing and spreading the word to your friends. Let's all be inspired. And Mandy, where the people can see your work in future?
If you want to follow me on Facebook, it's Slim and Wild with Mandy at Langdon, because that's the area
You
that
cover.
that I cover. And all my details are on there. Happy to speak to anybody, take any messages. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching as well. Have a lovely day. Look forward for our next episode. Stay tuned. Bye.